Ever wonder what it takes to get into the plumbing business? Well, you're in the right place. I'm Joseph Cabrera, and on today's episode of American Operator, we're going behind the scenes at Blue Ribbon Plumbing. We'll spend the day with plumber Chris and hear from owner Patrick Pullen about what it takes to become a plumber and what it takes to succeed. But first, let's take a look at how Blue Ribbon runs things at HQ. So this whole section up here is mainly kind of what you would consider like your kind of more corporate office, so to speak, sales, kind of primary leadership, those kinds of things. Yeah. And y'all have multiple locations, right?
Yeah.
But everything kind of hubs here.
Everything hubs out of here, yeah. And we have the multiple locations. They're mostly warehouses for the guys, technicians, little areas for training there as well. We do have a few people out of those locations. Just depends on if they're working out of there or not.
How long does it take to get somebody where they can start taking on a truck by themselves and rolling?
Depends on the person, man. I've seen guys pick it up extremely quickly, and I've seen guys that it takes a while for them to get it.
Yeah.
But and then we're also held to the licensing and regulations of what they want. You know, plumbers, it's a minimum of 2 years before they can run a van.
2 years?
2 years, yeah.
So they have to hang out. So someone fresh out of high school shows up, says, "Hey, Patrick, I want to get into plumbing." And you say, "Great. I can't let you just roll on your own for 2 years."
No. You got to be on the van for 2 years, getting your hours before you can test for a tradesman's license. Once you carry the tradesman's license, you can do anything inside a residential home. You can't do anything commercial until you get your journeyman's.
And then how long is that from tradesman to journeyman go?
Tradesman to journeyman is another 2 years. So
2
4
years?
4 years before you get journeyman.
Wow, man. And then to master?
Another 4.
Okay.
8 years to get your master's.
So this is no joke, man. This is...
Jason up there likes to joke, says he's got he basically has a doctorate in plumbing because he carries a master's and it took 8 years to get it.
Holy smokes,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, how is that from a business perspective, how's that sustainable? Like, how do you think? Okay.
That's why we don't have enough guys. The state of Texas has a massive shortage of plumbers. They're aging out faster than they're coming in. And part of it has to do with the regulations that they're not making it as easy for us to learn. Like, in my opinion, right, it shouldn't be put on a time limit. Like, I understand that they're correlating people's time into the trade as a way to say that they understand something, but people learn at different rates.
Chris Paleo has over 2 decades of experience in the plumbing business, so I know I'm in good hands for our ride along. But first, we'll grab some tacos before we head out on our first call.
Something's leaking because the water's turned off to the house. So on the way to the call, I'll hit the call recording, and just listen to the call, see what they say, what they're experiencing, and I'll get more details.
Yeah.
But
all right, man. Let's go fix a leaking toilet. Probably as quintessential plumbing as it gets, man.
Yep.
Wall mounted. Is it like a fancy toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, I'm here with Chris again. We're right about to go do a customer call. When you do a job site, you show up. What's the number one thing when you think about meeting a customer? What's the number one thing on your mind when you first meet them?
I want to hear from them what's going on. Just kind of run through, and then I want to get to the root of the problem, and then just talk over options.
Yeah.
Educate, and then go over options.
Did you learn that? Like, who taught you to do that? It seems like most folks would have a very different approach.
I think for me, it's just common sense, just you're trying to explain something that's foreign to them and try to get them to the right decision.
Yeah. After a quick chat with the homeowner, Chris got right to work. It was impressive to see how fast he was able to get to the root of the problem.
It's in a tight spot. There we go. All right.
Think you got it?
I hope so. They've been without water for a few days now, so.
Whoa, so what was it? It was just like a tightening. It's just like the flow.
So if you look right here, there's an emergency shutoff valve.
Yeah.
And it has a little round knob or weird looking white knob to it.
Yeah.
They were just not able to twist it and close it.
Chris just potentially saved the day here, or will save the day, but I think he might have already saved it. So the shutoff there is now tightened. So we're going to see now About to blow a leak or not.
I'm kind of partially open this valve on.
All right, we got water flowing.
Let me take this cup out of here.
And just like that, Chris was able to get the water back on to the rest of the house. He'll be back with a new toilet in a day or two, and this customer will have a fully working bathroom again. I wonder who's getting the first shower. Well, y'all, that was a productive day here with Chris. Learned a ton. As we kind of leave you for the day, man, I don't know, anybody just out there considering either becoming a plumber themselves or, you know, maybe taking on the bigger job of maybe starting their own plumbing company? Just curious about any parting words of wisdom.
I mean, if you want to start the trade, I just say, you know, go 100%. Don't go half in, half out. This is a very time-consuming job. Long hours, very rewarding, I would say, and very it's well-paying. You know, the pay is definitely, I think, why we do this as well. It's not just. I think that helping customers is really important and really fun. Meeting new people, I think you'll enjoy it. And there's always work in plumbing. Anywhere you go.
As long as people are using the restroom and getting their bodies clean and living in a house, you're going to have plumbing.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, Chris, thanks a bunch, brother. We appreciate you, man. And I know I see these trucks all over the place. I'm going to be looking out for your face, man, as you drive by. But thanks for giving us some time today.
Yes, sir.
Time to head back over to Blue Ribbon HQ for some words of wisdom from owner Patrick Pullen for anyone thinking about getting into this business. So, like, let's say, Patrick, I want to buy a good business, man. I need to kind of put food on the table, at least from year one. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so what are the things that if you saw in a business, what would make you go, that's a red flag?
Owner's doing everything. You know, there's no
The owner's the business.
Yeah, owner is the heart and soul of the company at that point, right? You need to have good systems and processes in place. If you see it a lot of these business owners, man, they don't hire good employees to help with running the business, and so it becomes a problem where they're like doing everything, and then when of the employees they do have, they're probably not worth keeping, and they probably shouldn't be there. So I think if you're going to look at buying a business, don't buy something where the guy is he is the business, like he's doing it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be cautious of that, something like that for sure.
Yeah.
But there are guys like, and that's why I wanted to clarify that. There are guys that are, you know, great plumbers that are probably looking to buy a business that didn't want to start one, and they might know someone that has a failing business that they think they can take over, and it's already kind of like they got the training wheels on it, and they can take it over and run it better. So it's like, you know, in that case, I would say, yeah, no, that's a good one. Go if you think you can turn it around.
Do you subscribe to buying a turnaround, a failing business?
I love buying failing businesses.
You do love buying.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
There's way more opportunity in failing business because I can fix them, right? But I'm not saying that's every type of buyer. Like private equity won't buy failing businesses. They want good, long-standing businesses, right?
Yeah.
When you have good operators can buy failing businesses and turn them around.
But you have to have like deep domain expertise. You
have to know what you're doing. For sure, yeah, and you have to like been there, done that. I mean, I've made plenty of mistakes on my own and learned the hard way, you know. But I wouldn't say your first go around buy something failing, you know. Buy something that is obviously being like somewhat successful and that you can learn the business, and then from there, if you're strong enough in your own skill set, you can go ahead and you know, buy a failing one if you like.
As we wrap up our time at Blue Ribbon, I'm reminded that no one's exactly thrilled when a plumber shows up at their door. But with expert hands, calm presence, and a get-it-done attitude, that same visit often ends with a sense of relief, and even a smile. Blue Ribbon isn't just a plumbing company. It's a trusted neighbor, and a steady hand when things go sideways. In a world of faceless corporate giants, businesses like Blue Ribbon are the threads that hold the fabric of America together.